So I'm David Burnie, founder of the Burnie Group. I'm here with Hugh, head of our automation practice. So Hugh, one of the things that you mentioned in intelligent automation is digitization. Can you talk a little bit about how people get data in a digital format?
That's a great question. So there's a number of different ways that you can handle getting data in a digital format. So we usually think of three main ways. Paper to digital, digitize right at the source, or read sort of already digital content that maybe might not be easily interpreted and put the structure in so it can be actually used in a digital format. So those are sort of the three ways that we see it. With the first way, sometimes you get nice, easy documents that are beautiful and easy to read. Maybe it's been typed, it's a standardized form, it's typed, that might be sent in via fax, etc. We can essentially read that with optical character recognition software. Because it's a standardized format, it reads beautifully and it's very easy to digitize. Sometimes you have more complicated needs. Sometimes you have forms that have a mixture of typed content, handwritten content, check boxes, etc. In those cases, sometimes we use some of the better OCR tools around. There are excellent ones from Abby, Kofax, Microsoft, and Google, and others. But some of these tool sets allow you to really capture detailed and complicated forms very easily and convert that to data. Sometimes, though, the forms are very messy, and when you have doctors writing across a form, doctors are sometimes known, sometimes fairly and sometimes unfairly, for very difficult to read, illegible handwriting. And when you get a scrawl, in particular if it's got difficult to use jargon or abbreviated jargon, and you're not quite sure what field it refers to because it's sort of scribbled across the form, it's very hard for even a person to read that and interpret that properly. In those cases, what we try and do is we try and make sure that we handle those exceptions very quickly and have someone have rapid data entry so they can put that data and digitize and work with it.
And the third area, you talked about straight-through processing or digitized web forms.
Yes. So when it comes to digitized web forms, it's always easier if you can get the data into good quality right from the outset. Customers like to input the data. It's easier from their perspective. They don't need to print it. They don't need to sign it and then send it. They log in, send you a form. And in the past, that's always been very difficult for websites to integrate these into all the different services. When you want to have a new customer application, you have to do a lot of different activities, create a new customer profile, maybe do some credit checks, maybe do some things to get the account set up or provision a service. All these things require complex IT. Well, with RPA, what you can do is you can take that content, it just triggers the account opening process, and it'll work directly with those applications and actually do all the necessary steps.